Hi, good morning, everyone. Long time no see. And today I wanted to continue on about more on essential oils and aromatherapy lotions that would be anti-aging for your skin, as well as some habits, living habits and supplements that you can take that can benefit in terms of, reducing the appearance of wrinkles, as well as slowing down aging, encouraging cell turnover and cell growth. And first of all, I want to talk a little bit about carrier oils. If you don't know what a carrier oil is, it's a plant oil that has its own nourishing properties. And a couple of them we'll talk about today that are in a couple of our new serums, or you could buy them separately. In our store, we have over 20 different carrier oils, and it could range from macadamia nut oil, which we talked about yesterday, to argan. There's lots of different ones. In aromatherapy, how you would use a carrier oil, and this is a common question that I get in our chat box, which we have on our store, is what is a carrier oil? And so what it basically is it's something that dilutes a pure essential oil enough so that it's safe for skin contact. If you're going to use a pure essential oil directly onto the skin, which is not something that the International Federation of Aromatherapists recommends, nor do I, that's the term neat. And you would not want to typically use a pure essential oil neat on the skin because it's sensitizing, can over a period of time cause allergic reactions. It has nothing to do whether it's pure or not. It's just basically it's too strong to go on the skin over and over again. So what you would do is typically use about a teaspoon of carrier oil to a couple of drops of pure essential oil if you plan to apply it on the skin for therapeutic purposes or massage or something like that. So we have over 20 in our store, and some of them are very beneficial in their own ways as far as their nourishing properties for the skin, and they're also in some of our serums. A couple of other things I wanted to talk about I didn't mention yesterday is we have a whole line of Hydrosol products, and here are two of my favorites for skincare that are in my bathroom. One is the Rose Hydrosol, and the other is the Chamomile Hydrosol. So chamomile is known to be have anti-inflammatory properties. So if you've got, acne, rosacea, anything where your skin sort of flares up, misting this is a great strategy. It has a nice light scent. It also, because chamomile is relaxing, can relax you too. And sometimes I use it in my practice here for people that have anxiety. And the other is the Rose Hydrosol, and that is a nice toner. What sets hydrosols apart from essential oils is that they are also called sometimes floral waters. And when a plant is, the plant petals or parts, like leaves and so forth, are steam distilled with water, the water that's left over from that process has a lot of the same chemical constituents it would in a pure essential oil, but it's water-based. So it's very versatile. You can add it in your lotions. You can use it straight. And the scent is lighter, but it still is actually a very nice product to use. Some of them are actually appropriate for anxious pets, cats and dogs, and that's noted in the store as well. So those are great for skincare. A little supplement I want to mention. I've mentioned before for a couple things for anxiety. This is in my office. It's from Biotics, and it's called Hydrozyme. And Hydrozyme is a product that helps you further break down your food as we get older. It's more and more difficult for us to digest and process our food. This is a tablet that you can take with a heavy meal. It helps break it down, and that will not only help your digestion, but help your skin. So if you're prone to acne or breakouts and other types of skin issues, it would be something to investigate and something I can help you with in my practice at Holistic Healing in New Boston, Michigan, or remotely. Another aspect is I didn't mention yesterday, when we sleep, that is really when we get the most rejuvenation of our bodies and our cells. And so sleep is really important to skin health and to overall anti-aging of the body and the skin. And, a lot of times we don't sleep well, and we have a couple of remedies for that in terms of aromatherapy. Our Sweet Dreams blend is available. in a concentrate where you could diffuse it or put it in a lotion and put it on yourself. It's in a roll-on, which is convenient, already pre-diluted in sweet almond oil. It's also in a spray where you can mist your room or your pillow. Of course, lavender is great for that. One of the things that I had created was stress relief, and we mentioned this. I mentioned this a few days ago. For those that carry a lot of emotions in their neck and in their shoulders, and it's typically designed. It's designed for people that typically um, are overwhelmed, stressed, take on too much responsibility. It has targeted body mapped by Bach flower essences, which is a branch of homeopathy, which helps us resolve those type of emotions. There's an EFT tapping script paired with that, and it's also contains the pure essential oils of ylang ylang and sweet orange, which are very relaxing. So some people that I have talked to, customers, clients, friends, myself, if it's a particularly tough day, hard to unwind, it's a nice way to try to relax and put that on the neck and shoulders, and that helps sleep, which thereby helps anti-aging and skin renewal. And then the other is in the same vein. We've got Courage and Clarity lotion, and that is something that is targeted for the solar plexus, and it's for those that constantly worry. They might have the typical 11s or those worry lines. And it has the same principle where it's got pure essential oils, frankincense, myrrh, a couple of others that are targeted for that area that have to do with self-esteem, self-confidence, as well as Bach flower essences that deal with those. I believe gorse is one, and artisan gem elixir that I make over by Lake Huron. So those are ways to manage your emotions. Both of those lotions, Courage and Clarity and Stress Relief, have EFT tapping scripts, which will give you the chart on all the places to tap, a basic verbiage for you to go over, which will help you release some and repattern a lot of those emotional patterns of, taking on too much responsibility, feeling overwhelmed all the time, and or worrying a lot, lacking self-confidence, self-esteem, and feeling your personal power. So those are all great. In terms of some of the serums that we've got, I want to mention one more thing is that we let's go back to essential oil blends. I've got Forgiveness, and that's an essential oil blend that's got sage and lemon, a couple of vetiver, sandalwood, a couple of others in here. You can look online, lavender, rose, but it's a really nice scent, and it's kind of unique, but it's basically a cleansing scent. And if you all think about people that sage their house, is basically like you're saging yourself, you're purifying yourself, you're releasing and forgiving things, not holding on to experiences or relationships, whatever, that no longer serves you at this time. And so it helps you let go. And I think, that lightness and that airiness, it shows on people's faces, whether they're feeling like their life is, they're feeling uplifted, or if they're feeling weighed down. So I think in that way, it does help a sense of youthfulness. It's, in the holistic community, it's called spiritual youthing, basically. I think when you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, where it's a person, relationship, a job, an experience or whatever, but just letting it go, moving on, forgiving it, forgiving yourself for whatever you didn't do, the other person involved or persons. So one of my favorites is the wrinkle blend. I use that a couple times a week on my neck, and some of the key ingredients are rose geranium, which is all around. Rose geranium is actually a very good pure essential oil for skin overall. And it's also got rosemary and myrrh, clary sage, just a touch of patchouli. You can barely smell it, but it gives a nice base to it. And A little goes a long way. It's very, very concentrated, and I consider this to be a complete bargain. And when you compare other products that are similar. So the other two serums that we've got is the first one is the Ultra Moisture, and this is in a 30 ml or 1 ounce, and it contains 2 key ingredients. One is Roman chamomile, which is our Roman chamomile here, and this is imported from France. And Roman chamomile, as I mentioned before, with the chamomile hydrosol, is a great anti-inflammatory. That's and it's soothing and nourishing. It's also very relaxing. And then that is paired with in the Roman chamomile is the active ingredient in the Ultra Moisture serum. And then the second active ingredient is the boab oil. And you can buy the boab oil separately if you'd like to use that. It's considered a carrier oil. But this is the carrier oil in the Ultra Moisture serum. And it also has its own nourishing properties. And it's considered excellent for its antioxidant properties. It contains vitamin A, B, and C, omegas 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. It contains magnesium, potassium, calcium, and it's excellent for skin softening and healing any type of imperfections. Boab oil is also known for its regenerative abilities. So when you're looking, when you're wanting not only moisture, but you're wanting skin turnover and new cell growth, that's a good choice. And then the other is restoring. The other serum is Restoring Facial Serum, and this is it here, and it's a 30 ml 1 ounce container. It contains 2 products, a rosehip oil as well as Rose Absolute from Bulgaria. And most of you know, rose is known for its restorative properties. It not only relaxes, it's very useful for skin rejuvenation, and it counteracts visible signs of aging, appearance of wrinkles. It helps smooth skin. And definitely rose has been, for eons, a plant and oil and hydrosol of choice for any type of premium skincare. That's paired with our carrier oil, rosehip oil, which is also new, and that's available at this time in a 1 ounce 30 ml container. And the rosehip oil has fatty acids and vitamin A, which moisturizes the skin. It does promote skin regeneration, and it's also helpful for the appearance of acne, scars, or stretch marks. So you could, even if you have stretch marks on your stomach and you want to just apply the rosehip oil, you can apply that, and over time, when the skin starts to rejuvenate and turn over, you may see less appearance of stretch mark scars and acne scars. It also is known to improve the skin texture. So I think that's about all I wanted to say about this at this time. And tomorrow, I'm going to have some things going on. I'm going to be moving around a bit, but I think what I'll do is, we have a lot of common questions that come through on the store in the chat box, and I think I want to pick a couple that are really common just to go over some Q&A, and that's what I have planned for tomorrow. And so I'll see you sometime tomorrow morning, because I'm moving around. I'm not quite sure at the time, but thanks a lot, and have a great day. Bye.